Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel.
Hello, hello.
And
that's right. Welcome back to the Wasteland, folks. It's Greg the Ghoul here, along with Harris, my human companion, and Sarah, our erstwhile traveler.
Yes.
We're not talking Fallout this week.
what?
What is up with that? What is up with that? No, take it off. Take it off. It's been stripped.
Okay.
All right. No, Harris, you heard me. Take it off, baby. No. Yeah.
Super chats first. What are we talking?
Oh yeah, no, we can't just give it away for free. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Super chats first. Give us some super chats if you want to see Harris take his vest off. All right.
Ooh, one button at a time.
Just walked in at the wrong point, and she's looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing on this show?"
We're not even 3 minutes into it yet.
Yeah, three minutes into it, we're already starting. It's like it's almost like it's almost like it's the last day of the month, you know. So
got to pay the bills somehow.
Dancing like the rents do, yo.
Just wait till that milk jug starts jugging.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. Although I am all out of my flavored syrup, so I might just be down to one coffee today before I leave. I have more syrup, and it's not going to sound good, but I have plenty of coffee stuff at the theater, so you know I'll save that for my second fix there. Anyhow, sorry, I'm running on very little sleep this week, but I did manage to watch the pilot of the first episode of Pluribus last night, and I know you guys have seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
I assume I'm going to be used and abused, pointed and laughed at, and you know what? Let's just go. But oh my God, one of the finest hours of television I've ever seen. Okay. Mm-hmm. What an experiment in maintaining tension, establishing and maintaining tension. Like you could cut it with it was so good. Cinematography's gorgeous. Littlefinger, dude, you got to get on it. You got to get on it. It's so flipping good.
It's a good thing we're only talking pilot today, so that gives you time to catch up.
We're only talking episode one day. Everybody else here is being very, very nice and not shaming me publicly. I'll shame myself publicly for not watching all 9 episodes in 1 week when I'm in the middle of running a festival.
Not a busy week at all. I don't know what you're talking
about. Not at all.
Yeah.
No. There's so much. I also launched my own podcast. Second episode just dropped this week. There's just so much happening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
had a first and a second episode of a podcast.
Right. Oh, first episode of the SciTrek maneuver, where Sarah and I talked Star Trek. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm super excited for this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now we're on episode 45 right here.
That's right. And 45 episodes?
Yeah. 52 weeks in a year. We're almost up to a full year of Radical Wasteland.
My God. I love it. It. Well, thank you all so much for sticking around. We'll have to have cake or something on the 1 year anniversary. Well, then of course it'll turn out that the cake is a lie. So
awesome.
Might be. Is it not? I don't know. But
Pluribus,
yeah. All right. So y'all undersold Pluribus. I'm just saying. Y'all undersold it. Shot in New Mexico. Vince Gilligan, Mr. Breaking Bad, Mr.
Better Call
Saul.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Yes. Jen is the first to be like X-Files. He's known for X-Files, and it's like
he's X-Files.
He's done other stuff too. But boy, oh boy, X-Files have given it. You got to. Well, you'd hate Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, so don't worry about that. Yeah. I am slowly, with my infinite free time, I am slowly getting my way through the first season of Breaking Bad because I missed it completely when it dropped originally. So, yeah, that's a treat too. You want to talk about incredible television, but
yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so Vince Gilligan, incredible mind coming up with this. Rhea Seehorn. Okay, Rhea Seehorn. Just, so little dialogue in the whole show when you consider like words per minute.
Yes.
So little dialogue, so much emoting, and she just carries the story with just her experience and just witnessing her experience. Oh, so good.
There's just enough context between what's actually going on and just her facial expressions that you know what's going on in her head the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And it always says way more than she can ever say. I mean, she does speak a little bit more throughout the season. I'll let you know that bit. But like you just said, like you can already tell she's
Oh,
going
God.
to use her words.
Heavy lift. Yeah.
And it's the series I think in recent memory, besides like Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal animated show, where it's caveman and a T-Rex that neither one speak words. So I think that's the only thing like comparable with the lack of speech that I can think of right now. And
Sure.
every moment is more meaningful because of it. It's great.
I love it. Well, where do we want to start? Where do we want to pick this apart? Because I'm gonna let you guys guide me. But the things I want to talk about are, the acting, the cinematography, the business implications of it being in New Mexico versus LA. Although they did shoot part of it in LA, they shot at the Barnes and Noble in the Grove. That's where they did the book signing at the beginning of the episode. The concept itself. Also, I think we have to start playing a game called Who Do We Know in this show? Because I have at least 2 bingos.
You got 2 bingos?
I have 2 bingos. Woody Fu of John Wick, of 30-minute John Wick fame at the Hollywood Fringe. Woody Fu is in this show. And also, this is more of a 6 Degrees connection, but Thor Knai, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's big in the tabletop gaming sphere, and I know him through my gaming and nerd connections, but he's also in this show. So that when I browsed the IMDb, those were the 2 that jumped out at me right out the gate. So people that I actually know or am connected to in real life. And I also want to say that Mackenzie Scott also rings a bell for some reason, but
I recognize that name.
I recognize the name too, and I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm going through here again, but I was just browsing like the whole cast list, and I was like, oh my God, Woody's in this, stuff like that. I always love seeing good people working,
Mackenzie Scott does pop up as Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Oh, that's why I know the name. Yeah, this poor actor is kind of stuck then having the name of Bezos ex. That's like my friend Olivia, who happens to have share the same name. She's a comedian who shares the same name with a supermodel, except the difference is 1 letter.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
One of my buddies who I think you've met before, just while we were doing Good, Clean, Wholesome Fun at the last Hobgoblin. It's just one of my buddies he lives right outside of Houston, or is from right outside of Houston, lives out here with us, but his name's Chris Tucker. Definitely not the Chris Tucker you're thinking of.
No, definitely not. Definitely, this one's white, isn't he?
Yeah, little white boy, not regular Chris Tucker, not Chris Tucker we're all familiar with.
No,
but 80% of the time I'm referring to him, I got to refer to him as Chris Tucker instead of just Chris.
Oh yeah, fair.
It's necessary.
Yeah. Well, also because how many Chris's are there?
7,444 per square mile, I think.
It's a bit of a common name. Just a little bit.
Just a tad.
Yeah. You and I are both blessed that our names were a little less popular. So I think Gregory was like the 76th most popular name when I was born. So
not shabby. Harris is a lot more popular in India, but if that's the case, it only has 1 R, so I'm doing okay. I can kind of maneuver around.
There you go. There you go.
Let's just speaking of all these different places.
Yeah.
You know what is interesting to conceptually think about? Everybody in all those places are the same person now.
Oh my God, yeah.
Which is
it's the Borg, but it's not, because it seems like now, instead of everybody's individuality being stripped away, I get the impression that it's all just a giant cook pot.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's a big amalgamation of all of it.
Because they acknowledge, like, oh yeah, no, this undersecretary, this is the undersecretary and also us, you know?
It's like, we're showing you someone that you feel is important, but they're just another person. And by the end of the conversation, you'll realize that.
Yeah.
Conceptually, they could have stopped it after episode 1.
Oh yeah, and have a great horror movie on their hands. Absolutely.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, like a horror short film or something.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah. Yep.
One of us. That's what it is. It's terrifying. It's fun to have the ants actually right on after that the Stanleys because where we're at. Is it a ant hive mind with the queen there, like a bee or an ant hive would, or is it a hive mind in the sense of mycelium and mushrooms and we are all one, or is it like an aspen grove?
Right.
I don't think it's like an aspen grove because it wouldn't be the entire planet if that were the case.
Right.
We have very few hive minds to kind of base this off of, and that makes it that much more sci-fi and otherworldly, which
and we don't even know anything about the people that sent the message to create the virus in the first place or whatever it is. So that'll be interesting.
I got the impression that while yes, technically it functions as a virus because you know we watch it go from touch to airborne. Right. Also, oh my God, if anybody's a germaphobe, you're gonna freak the fuck out at the montage when the airbase goes down because oh my God.
You'll think twice about eating a donut.
Yeah, any sort of like, here, help yourself. Oh my God, yeah. But it's like you need a good representation of germ theory because that's a fantastic representation of germ theory. It's
very
perfect. Like, you know,
simply and obvious and just like, I mean, that's how I always think of it. It's like, you know, I mean, like COVID, like, you know, it's like you're not going to stop it. It's going to do what it does, you know?
Yep. And then when you realize that, oh fuck, it's airborne, you know.
Airborne, bloodborne, any type of pathogen that is possible, it is access to, or has access to, and that's crazy. Obviously, the more the season goes on, and the more we talk about it, there are a couple smaller things that happen. It's not. One thing I really do appreciate about this show is it didn't decide to. Yeah, okay, it is a global, world-ending catastrophe, but it keeps it small scale. It's like, let's just stay in Albuquerque for the most of the time. Yeah, we'll do a little travel here and there, but for the most part, we're just hanging out in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And episode 1 does a really good job of, I think, driving that in where, it follows my favorite rule. Keep it simple, stupid. You know, it kind of lets the audience and us know, hey, you're where you're going to be for the show. Time to be introspective. And I think that's the coolest thing about the show is the show asks you to be introspective for the entirety of it. And the pilot just does such a good job of, like you said, Greg, it was, we had to undersell it or we couldn't try to oversell it without giving away just everything, you know? So it's just kind of like, just try it. Just try it, you know? And whenever you get there, it begs you to go into some introspection just by the end of the first episode. By the first 5 minutes of the first episode, you know, like
the focus of the show is not there is no mystery box. Like, you know, what's happening, what's causing. I mean, there's some questions, but you know, it's about it. The story is about, you know, these people that were not affected, how they deal with it. That's just, you know, the virus or whatever is just the backdrop. You know?
And that's incredibly compelling.
Yeah.
What I liked was in the pilot, you see them get the signal. I love the countdown. The countdown was a great tension experience, like tension builder. And the fact that it jumped from 436 days to 70 days in like one cut. It's like, oh, they're not fucking around. They're just going to bust through this, you know? They're cutting all the fat out of it. But you see patient 0. You see the, you know, you see the initial spread. And then after that, from there, it's just Carol's perspective the whole rest of the time.
Yes.
You know? Unrelenting. And you get her tired of life and her frustrations, and you know the depression because they do great visual storytelling with her alcoholism and the breathalyzer in the car, which also was a great moment of like, no, she's not gonna be able to start it. Like, oh God, you know, like all these things. They have such fantastic, like, you don't have to be like, oh, you know, like the judge told you to slow down or anything like that. You don't even have to do that. It's like they did a great job of, you know, and I also big props for using Diet Pepsi. You know, that's my jam. So I got a kick out of that. She's like, I don't toast with somebody who's drinking Diet Pepsi. That made me laugh. But what I liked was you have you have in the background this knowledge that everything's going to hell, and then if you watch everything around Carol, you watch the world slowly deteriorate. Like in the news flash in the bar talking about how the airbase is on lockdown. And then the super wide camera angles they used the whole time. The first time they did it, they had patient 0 coming up, and that's when she coming up and you see her in the reflection of the vending machine, which incredible shot, by the way. Incredible shot.
So
cinematography in this is absolutely amazeballs. Also, that had to be CGI as fuck, because naturally, if they were just shooting it raw, you would see the reflection of the whole camera crew in there, you know? So I really want to see it in the BTS, but you know, when you first watch it, it didn't click to me that that's what that had to be, that you'd be watching the camera reflection. But, you know, they did such a fantastic job with that shot. That fucking sold me, because it's like, and they let shots linger, you know, they let them breathe and let, you know, and the number of wide shots where you're looking over Carol's shoulder or you're seeing the world around her. It's one thing when we don't know that, when she hasn't realized the apocalypse has happened yet, and you're watching like the guy walk out of the bar and get into the truck, you know, like you're aware of the world around us, or looking up into the sky and seeing all the trails,
chemtrails,
going parallel, stuff like that. You know that there's like some weird stuff, but it doesn't click that something bad is happening until the car accident, and then it's just like this slow unraveling. And
so good.
But I like how the camera focuses on her and we're looking directly at her, but you also have this window into everything happening around her because of how they frame it. And that, it's like the number of times where I was just like, I'm expecting a boogeyman to jump out. I'm expecting a boogeyman to jump out. Like, and it didn't, you know, but the paranoia is real, because if you know anything about these, it's like at one point it's a Chekhov's gun. At one point, something's going to fucking be there, and it'll be when you least expect it.
You can tell Vince Gilligan has sat in the audience seat enough times. He knows what we're going to feel in every moment.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like, you know what? I'm going to toy with it. Just enough.
Oh yeah, dude. I was quietly freaking out watching this whole thing, just feeling paranoid as shit.
You can't help it. It was that, it's just that feeling where, wait, there's nothing I can do. Every bit of logic that my brain has that it's trying to find to just put myself in those shoes that Carol would be in for a moment. What would I do? Well, if I didn't have the same genes that Carol has, or the same whatever that Carol allows Carol to survive this and not be, you know, bogged down with this hive mind. If I didn't have that, what would I do? There's no options on the table, you know. It's all encompassing, and that's terrifying in its own way, especially with this end of the world scenario. Once the world is all encompassed, if you were to survive it, now you are in Carol's shoes again. Hey, we survived it. Now what the hell do you do?
Yeah, now what do you do?
Right.
Yeah. No, I loved like this they did such a great job at establishing this overwhelming sense of helplessness at everything. And the emotional punches just keep coming and coming. And like I loved Carol had this moment. She's driving down the freeway in the stolen truck, and she sees the emergency lights up ahead, and you see her like get like, oh, thank God. And then you see the cars flip, the cops are sprawled out dead on the ground, like the whole like they flipped the thing. Like and you just see that progressively more and more, like all these things with like the burning bus and the all this other stuff.
When she's driving through the city, it was like very Walking Dead.
They did two things visually that I thought were very excellent. Obviously, this is not a zombie or zombie adjacent show, but in a lot of ways, it's not like the entire time that we see that whole sequence of Carol driving Helen while she's having her whole seizure, while she's becoming part of the hive mind for a moment, and all of that, or the process is taking place. And she's driving past everybody, having more seizures, having more people that, she's seeing do these weird like ticks, and then they just stop. And then they move again, and all these different little things. I mean, that is kind of mycelium focus, kind of like Last of Us is. And it feels like Last of Us in those moments of that virus taking over other people. And then it also feels like Walking Dead, where this isolation, sure, this happened today/yesterday, but it also feels like it happened like 2 weeks ago, the second it already happened.
Yeah.
There's this weird kind of essence of time that's immediately lost, and it feels like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it seems like a lot. To me, it feels like a lot longer amount of time has passed than what actually has. And just everything is so, because like in the zombie apocalypse or Last of Us or whatever, like everything falls apart and is destroyed. And like here, it's like everything is kept ordered and neat, and it's like, the world is being preserved, even though everybody's just, mindless, happy people.
Yeah. Hi, Carol. What can we have? What can we get for you today? Or
it's just so.
Yeah, I guess my question is how did the Hive already know everything about her so quickly?
I totally spoiled it for you right there. I didn't mean to say it a minute ago. If you think back to what I just said a second ago, you get it. You'll know within the first 10-15 minutes of the next episode anyway.
Okay.
So the person who I said may already have been going through the process did get enveloped, possibly.
Okay.
So
or anybody that's ever known Carol,
they would have.
They know.
I got you. Yeah.
Like, for example, her neighbor when she was 15 still remembers that, and now the hive mind has access to everything that happened when she was 15. And can draw back on those memories from other people's point of views, and what Carol told Helen, what Carol told her friends, what Carol told her mother, so on and so forth. The hive mind has it.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's not telepathy; it's just collective knowledge. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's it's not telepathy at the same time, but it's that like hive-minded telepathy where there is a certain thing where they kind of do explain a little science later, and it's I don't think it's a spoiler to say like, hey, after the whole world ended, the alien, the mushrooms, whatever it is, the body snatchers, turn off all radio. So that's something you have to look forward to, but also it's a throwaway line at the same time. It's just to let you know that they have turned the radio off because they don't need a radio anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Or television, because everybody remembers every book, every television show, every movie. So.
Imagine now you're in Carol's position.
Wikipedia.
You can ask anybody about your books at any time, and so on and so forth. Am I a good writer? What do you think about this? How did it change this person's life? It definitely doesn't go over that at all. Wink, wink.
Yeah. So
I mean, that would be a fun scene, witnessing that as an artist, being like, oh God, now I have the collective truth of. And I did get a kick out, like having been that guy that has been like refreshing feeds, looking for reviews and stuff like that. Like I did get a kick out of the whole online reactions and how it was screen names. It wasn't like, oh yeah, the New York Times loved the show. No, it was
Joe Bob 42 Tractor Man or something.
Yeah, exactly. All the regulars love it. Say it's the best ever. 17 exclamation points. It's a world record. Yeah. Oh, such a kick out of that.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already kind of covered it just a little bit, but Vince Gilligan does such a good job of. Yes, it's a TV show that's made in modern day with a lot of money and a lot of attention to detail and focus in on that detail. People like Easter eggs. There's going to be Better Call Saul Easter eggs, Breaking Bad Easter eggs, all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
But just for the show at hand, every minor thing matters. I feel like this is going to be something we're going to get to season 3, maybe 4, if they even decided if it's a story that needs to go that long. Whatever ends up happening, we're gonna go to further seasons and be able to rewatch season 1 and just go do the whole meme where, oh wait, we're seeing that.
Yeah, and I get that feeling too.
Absolutely.
I just can't wait till Greg sees more of it because I have so many questions I want to talk about, but it's like spoilery.
Sorry. I suck.
It's all right.
Well, no, I mean, the good thing right now is that we're talking about it conceptually, and that's such an important part of the show, and that doesn't go away. The answer is not, you don't get the answer by the end of season 1. You might get more answers towards the answer you're looking for, but you don't get the answer.
Right. Yeah, no, all the questions are not answered definitively.
We're still asking the same questions. Like, realistically, the overall question that is still going on in my head is, what the hell's going on? You know, like,
what's the big picture?
Why, but it's just enough why to get you to season 2. That's all you get. So season 1 here, all you have left is to do is just explore with Carol, figure out how she's thinking about it, figure out how she's trying to I don't remember if in the pilot they asked the question or not. Is there anyone else alive besides Carol?
Yes. They do cover that, and they said that there's 11 people total.
The television guy tells her the television
TV guy. I was like, oh, that's a shocking amount of information to give out right in the top episode. It's great, but the impact of that, having that right out the gate, that is like a shockingly low number one, especially for worldwide. So you want to feel like completely devastated and completely alone in the world. Congratulations, you are one of 11 people left in the entire world. That is not
8 billion.
Out of 8 billion. Yeah. Good fucking luck.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know. Did they say the number of people died in the first episode? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
No, but I'm sure that it was a lot. You know, because
about 15. No, it's a lot. We'll see. You'll see.
What's the old saying? Got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you can't crack eggs here, so all you got to do is put them in a hard boil.
Yeah, there's so many
that makes no sense yet.
Yeah.
No-Go asked an interesting question here. If the hive signal can be picked up on AM, FM radio, why'd the hive mind take out mobile phone networks so quickly? Well, remember, they utilized it to take over quickly, and then once everything was taken over, what's the need for it any longer?
Yeah, there isn't a need for. I mean, they still have it for the 11 people or whatever, but
yeah. And if you're already established in all these different places across the world,
they don't kind of they don't bother. Nobody's broadcasting radio because nobody needs radio, and nobody's broadcasting on TV because nobody needs, So it's not even so much that it got taken out, so much as it, at least my observation is that it just was abandoned. It wasn't deliberately turned off. It was just like, oh, we could walk away from this. That's the impression that I got. Unless there's something far more sinister going on here,
Right.
What's that improv rule? Yes, and
yeah. So that's the other thing is that in the first episode of television, you set up a whole bunch of expectations and then you further those storylines. So what you wind up finding out is that stuff isn't as true. Now, what I think is that there's a lot more than 11 people who haven't been affected. I also think that. Just based on my observations, because you saw a lot of people intermingled with the zombies, running around, trying to salvage stuff, trying to put out a fire, trying to do all this other stuff. They weren't moving like the walkers. They weren't moving like the drones. Yeah. The Borg. We're going to call them the Borg. I'm going to call them the Borg. Just, so you saw a lot of people running around in, just on the freeway, just in the town in Albuquerque, trying to get away from everything. That weren't moving like the Borg. So that tells me that either Undersecretary here is lying or it just takes longer for certain people to be affected by this. Or, I think there's more survivors than just 11. But I think that what they're doing is they're kettling people, basically. They're kettling them and getting them, putting them alone, depriving them of communication, depriving them of, any sort of help or whatever until they can be assimilated. That's
You're just being totally
We're-
because we can't
you're
say
gonna have to
anything.
go back- just
That's right.
Go back
Yeah.
to 31
well,
minutes
you know-
and then just watch the 32 and just watch our faces as you say that. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
You know what? When I watch episode 2, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna come back to this. So I just want to see how good I am at predicting Chekhov's guns here. You know,
Mhm.
Chekhov's guns.
the-
Oh shit! Yeah.
One of
It's
the
kind of fun.
best-
I don't know if Harris and I can keep our faces from giving away anything.
Well, we'll try. We'll try our best.
Mhm.
To go off of what you were saying just a second ago, though, like you either have to subvert those expectations, meet them, or move the goalpost.
Yes.
Mhm.
And would you be surprised if I told you the answer was yes and?
No, not at all. That's good television writing when they do all of it, because
Mhm.
so this whole thing has been watching everything unfold. Like this whole thing has been about watching after the base fell. This has been about watching Carol realize the world is falling apart around her.
Yes.
So we are witnessing her realizations and her revelations in real time.
Yes.
We are experiencing this through her eyes.
Mhm.
So, yeah, the idea that each new revelation does one or more of those three things, no, that fits perfectly. And that is effective storytelling when you mix that up and when you expand on it further, or just do a good old fashioned fucking rug pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
And we started with a rug pull,
a big
Yeah.
rug.
By the way, I've been wanting to comment on this for a minute, and I haven't found a great way to interject it into the conversation.
Mhm.
But when she's in the hospital,
Yes.
and she goes to the front counter, and she saves the baby carrier. That's my wife running by me. When she saves the baby carrier from hitting the ground, and then she looks in it, and you watch her soul die as whatever horror she's witnessing happening inside that carrier. I think give her the Emmy now, just please. Like
Mhm.
that look
Oh, yeah.
is burned into my fucking head. No
I've
word.
got a feeling we know who's going to win the Chevron Award for Best Lead Actress on a Television Series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my God.
Oh, yeah, but we can't do it this year because we're 2025. This is a.
Well, she started in 20.
Oh, it started in 2025. Yeah, I guess it did. Yeah.
So she is going to be up against like both lead actresses for Foundation, the lead actress, what's her name? Mon Mothma.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's great. Gwyneth something, right?
Yeah, she's like Irish or something.
I should know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got some good competition to go up against, but it's hard. It's gonna be a hard fought battle to win against Miss Rhea Seehorn this year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Genevieve O'Reilly, not Gwyneth. Thank you, Stanley's.
Right.
Thank you.
Genevieve O'Reilly. Yeah.
Oh, Stanley's does ask a good question. Even if it's 100 people, doesn't make much of a difference when you're against 7 to 8 billion assimilated.
True.
Actually, that brings a good question up to mind. Greg, remind us, by the end of the pilot,
Yeah.
how much discussion has happened with the hive mind so far?
Not much. She had the encounter with we're here to help you, Carol, and then that's the initial like, oh
Creepiness.
fuck. What is that?
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
was the initial that. There was the there was the creepy kids, and then there was the undersecretary on television, which also like great moment. That was so much fun. Turning on the TV and then seeing seeing the scroll. Yeah.
Mhm.
That I you know what I mean, I'd be so freaked out. I think I'd find a place to jump off a building or something at that point if I was in that scenario. I don't know. I just feel like that would be so. Yeah.
The other option, though, which is why I kind of asked the question, do you like the concept of, because the rest of the show definitely dives into the concept of, hey, we're not here to hurt you, Carol. We're here to help. We don't want to hurt you. We really want to just do anything and everything we can to make you more comfortable and make every day easy and happy and happier and happier.
Yeah.
What can we do to make that for you? But if you know you can't be assimilated from the time you're there, hey, you're one of 11, 12 people that are alive. What? Am I good? Do I just take on all these servants? Is that even like morally right to do in the 21st century anymore?
Right.
Or is like,
oh, that's a great question.
Alien hive mind thing that it took away the whole world is an indentured servant anyway. So would I be remiss not to take advantage of it in a certain sense? Or would me taking advantage of it make me a bad person? Does it even matter if I'm a bad person anymore? Like, all of these things are going through her head right now, and the show definitely continues to ask these questions, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does it terrify you more that the people trying to take you over want to make you comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not comforting at all. No. It's like, yeah.
It's because then it's like, why am I the one that's? Is this random? Is this me particular? Like, it raises a lot of questions. If it was me, I'd be like, why me? You know?
Yeah. It's like you're almost asking at that point, why couldn't I just be part of the hive mind or get killed off in the first process? You know,
it's like on the one hand, you retain your individuality and your freedom, but on the other hand, at what cost? You know? Yeah.
Farmer. No-Go also asked a great question, which the show does ask.
But
Also,
that's getting into future knowledge.
Well, sure, but it's a question that asked by the end of the first episode as well, and of course the TV show. That's too interesting a question for this concept.
Oh no, that's an obvious question right there. Is like how do you deal with it? And the idea that they're going to explore that makes perfect sense.
If you're one of 11, 12 human beings left on the planet, hey, you want to please me? What do you think ends up happening? You know, like.
No, I think we're going to find some debauchery and some real, But it asks it's Vince Gilligan, so it's gonna be messy, you know. Yeah.
And it was perfect.
Keep smiling, Harris. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm so like mind blown at how good this show is. I can't believe I slept on it. So I'm so glad, you know, Harris, thank you for being like, hey, we got to watch this. We got to watch this. You know, bringing the Radical Wasteland here next after the end of Fallout was 100% your idea. So thank you for that.
You know? It was too interesting a thing not to just put it on the doorstep. We had to check it out just a little bit. And it's one of those shows like, and the thing I think I appreciate the most about it is, I mean, everybody said this is the best new show. This is the best show. This is it. I didn't hear anything besides this is the best show ever right now.
Yeah.
Before watching it. Last time I heard that was Squid Games or Tiger King, and it's like, okay, I caught up and I'm with the public zeitgeist. Cool. And Squid Games season 1 was cool. Tiger King was pretty damn entertaining, but it's neither one of those like, you know, moving the barrier for me, really. Squid Games was move the barrier in the sense like, if the show's good, it's not as great as I think everybody claims it to be. Obviously, season 2 and 3 kind of prove that a little bit. This show can get all the hype in the world, and because it's as simple and self-focused, self-oriented, and it asks questions that lead you to introspection rather than, oh, the end of the world's happening. Well, how are we gonna stop it, y'all? Like, it's still asking that question.
Yes.
Sure.
But it's so introspective in the way that it asks it that it just you can't help but just be intrigued. It just gets something almost like innately human, like subconsciously in you. Where you're just, all right,
and
I'm watching.
The way the season ends too, like, really puts a point on that.
Very much so. Or hey, it's part of us. Pluribus reminds me slightly of The Last Man on Earth without the comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
it
that's
definitely
right.
has that vibe. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll get to Paradise. Remember, in about 6 weeks. I think 6 weeks is probably what we're thinking. 6 to 7 weeks, something in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Squid Game season 1 is significantly better than 2 or 3, but 2 or 3 tells you everything you need to know about the whole series. It was a really great first season and a half-baked idea for the rest of it, and that's okay.
It's almost like a dog caught the car and didn't know what to do with it.
Yep.
Yeah, you get the most attention any show's ever gotten, and you're like, let's get season 2 going. What the hell?
Yeah, some argue that that's what happened.
Exactly.
5 of oh my God, why am I?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it for half a second. Was like, I know where he's going. It was
Yep.
that last one.
Yeah.
That the show that had zero controversy around it whatsoever. You know. Let me get cozy. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, No-Go says Vince Gilligan's shows, get better as they go along.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be in for some good eating.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Okay, Bart, that was pretty. That's just the show is just so introspection focused that it's hard. I don't think for
cringier thing.
Anybody. Yeah. I think anybody of maybe any age may be appropriate for watching it. You know, maybe don't let kids watch Pluribus necessarily. It is, it's not the worst thing for a kid to watch. I'd say PG-13 and plus would be fine.
Right. I don't think younger kids would get it really. It would just be boring to them. You know,
if I would have watched this in high school, I feel like this would have formed my thought on film in a lot of ways too.
Right.
This is something I think most humanity, the vast majority of us 8 billion people could watch. And I think not being a hive mind, but all lead into the same kind of thought processes, which is just kind of leading into a lot of questions that the show asks. Is why is it so easy for humanity to be taken over? Is there really only 11 or 12 people on the entire planet with the right protein in their gene system or whatever it is, like genealogy,
that's kind of crazy.
DNA sequence? That's it? Or like Greg said, are we going to get more? Were there more? What's going on?
And what happens when the hive runs out of patience for the fuckery? You know?
Or is the hive mind such a benevolent being it truly doesn't care?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or
I don't know. I feel like that there's all, like when you set it up that way where it is kind and gentle, the only way the art goes is dark. You know, that's the whole thing. That said, because I know everybody's kind of struggling here by not trying to spoil it for me, and by the way, bless you. I promise I will be better about doing my homework before the next episode. I'll get through episode 2 by next week. All right.
You're gonna have a lot of questions.
Oh yeah. Well, here's a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in Carol's shoes, what would you do?
I don't like the thought, but like you said a minute ago, one of the first thoughts I would have is, well, that bridge looks mighty fine.
When it feels that utterly hopeless, like you got to think about the amount of psychological devastation that's happening within minutes, you know?
Right. And not just, I mean, it's just even just that happening to the world, but her like partner died too. Yeah. So she's dealing with that on top of it all. You know? I think I would do kind of what she did. Like, are there other people like me? Let's all get together and try to figure this out. And, you know, that's what I would do.
I think my initial thought would be, hey, I might be a Texas boy. I'm from 20 minutes from the swamp. But my first thought is, all right, apocalypse is happening. Do I need to go find a bunker? Where can I find a shotgun? And what can I do? You know, is probably my first thoughts.
Load that shit up with buckshot and like, let's just, Yeah,
but then you're met with, well, hi, Harris. How are you? How's your day? Can I make you steak and eggs for breakfast? Well, I'm not going to say no to steak and eggs. So, you know, it's kind of what's going to end up happening.
But still, I'd feel like, do I want to eat anything they give me? Anyway.
I would be hesitant at first, but as long as you're, because I would ask, that's one of the first things I'd ask. I'd say, show me how you make the food. That would be something I would have to confirm just for myself. And I'm an optimistic person, so I want to see the good in things, and I think I'd try to see it or ask their point of view more so than Carol maybe does early on. But nonetheless,
but also I think early on, with the amount of trauma and devastation that she's seen, I can understand why maybe like, hey, tell me about your political feelings about, like I can understand why that wasn't necessarily the first thing out of her mind. Yeah.
Right.
So, or the first thing. Yeah. Oh, Stanley's at top of the episode, we were talking about how it's just such a perfect encapsulation of germ theory, and how
licking donuts.
I will never have a donut out of a collective box ever again. No.
Yeah.
Negatory, Ghost Rider.
Yep.
That to me, it sounds like a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses.
In a way,
not entirely far off.
It is kind of cultish in a way, but that's not what it is. But
my favorite thing I'm so glad a Jehovah's Witness hasn't knocked on my door in a long time. But if they were to, my first and favorite thing to say to anybody in Jehovah's Witnesses, don't you only believe 140,000 people are ever going to make it into heaven, the existence of humanity for the entirety of the existence? Why are you knocking on doors? Shouldn't you get that spot for yourself? Have a nice day is typically how you like deal with that and just close the door.
Yeah.
Leave them with that introspection for a little bit, but that's a topic for another day. Jim Jones Remote Control Club is great.
Okay, that could be a SciTrek t-shirt right there. Or a hat, Be like, this is my tinfoil hat. It's a trucker cap with tinfoil on the inside. That's some quality SciTrek merch right there. You're welcome, Harris. Yeah. Yep.
That's beautiful.
Brings a tear to my eye. My little redneck heart just kind of exploded. Yeah. So Harris, bunker down, but then also be like, tell me about the steak and eggs. Yeah, I get that. They worship me like a god here. All right. Yeah. Sarah, what about you?
Well, what do I do? I think I may have spoiled a little bit by what I said earlier, but I think I would do what she did. And I think then the thought would be too of like, okay, am I going to have to like defend myself here? Are they going to come after me, attack me, eat me, whatever they're going to do?
Honey, they already know where you are.
But the fact, that they had the guy waiting for her on television to call the number to talk with her, that kind of alleviates some of it. That she's like, okay, now I understand what's going on, and I'm not the last woman on earth. Is interesting. Gosh, I mean, your mind would just be going a million miles an hour of what to do, where to go, who to talk to.
Yeah.
It would be like, I think I would drown myself in a bottle too.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you want to help humanity, but damn, existence is a hard thing to just stomach on a daily basis right now.
And we're herd animals, we're pack animals. That's the thing. If you get right down to our biology, our psychology, we already need to be a part of a group or a hive, but not, and like, yes, I could see where you could argue that this is the next logical step, or a couple of steps down the road, like it's jump.
Something, just so you know and you're aware of, pay very, very close attention to the short scenes that don't belong to Carol. Because you don't get many scenes that don't belong to Carol, like you said in episode 1. You get certain scenes that are kind of like letting setting the stage for everything that's going on. Those scenes pay very close attention. After the fact.
Because if you're cutting away from your point of view character in a show like this, that's basically setting itself up to be like entirely about the perspective of this one particular survivor of this this global. I don't know if we could call it a disaster. Well, I mean, yes, you can call it a disaster because like a whole lot of people died and a whole bunch of other shit happened. But
yeah. Things happen in the process of it.
Yeah.
It's author Stoic. Well, what's that title say up there? We're discussing Pluribus, that pilot of it, and the concept of just what Pluribus is as well.
Yeah.
First episode because I couldn't get my homework done on time, So
well, honestly, it sets the stage for the conversation in a way as well. Where just to throw a question back at you after that hypothetical, just to continue on a little bit with the hypothetical. But I'm pretty sure that this term is used in episode 1, and it's used as well throughout the series, so far at least. How much can you blame something whenever what it says it's doing, even though what it's doing is literally possibly the end of the world and in the world that you understand and know, if it comes to you in perfect English, in perfect whatever language you speak or are wanting to speak or trying to learn or anything, you could be on Duolingo talking to this thing, whatever you want to do, If
that fucking owl shows up on my doorstep, I'm punching him in the face. I'm just putting that out there.
I love Duolingo. I literally don't Duolingo as often as I should, just so it gets pissed off and gives me funny little things to see. But if you were in this situation and quote unquote the enemy, this hive mind creature, whatever it is, if it says this is a biological imperative, and that's the exact quote it uses. I don't know if it says that, especially in episode 1, but you kind of get the gist, and it will continue that. If it tells you this is my biological imperative to us, you're the one drowning, and we're saving you from drowning. We see this as nothing but a good thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, the show asks us the same question, but what do you think after that? Like, what? Sure, all these first thoughts are going to come in like, oh my God, I'm the last person alive. Oh, maybe there are 11 other people, 12 other people, whatever there is. Oh, there's a little bit of knowledge. I can converse with these things. I can ask them a question about anything and kind of get the answer to it. So that's kind of cool. But when you ask the question of, is this something I want to harm? I know I need to save the world, but what does that entail if the whole world's one being, and that one being is a happy being that is trying to do what it sees as the best and good for anything and everything around it?
Right.
It's utopian in a sense.
It is. And it has, at least in the pilot, it's presenting the idea that individual consciousness isn't wiped out, it's just amalgamated, not absorbed, not overwritten, but amalgamated, like integrated,
Yes.
God, now I'm sitting here thinking about what would I do? It's it would be so much easier if it was either it would be so much easier if I dropped dead or if I was assimilated, and that is like what 99.99999% of the population had. That was their binary. And
0.9 all the way to infinitesimally small.
Yeah, exactly. So now we have what if you are the rounding error that it didn't work on at all, and now you're just stuck? Like, oof, that's like the worst lottery ever. Like I always thought that, to be a survivor on The Walking Dead, like that's such a small thing, but hey, at least you're still alive. This feels like the opposite of that. Like this is it sucks to be a survivor, but at least you're still alive.
Yep.
But now but in this case, part of me almost feels like, like there's this incredible club and I'm like
not part of it.
Yeah. And I think that there's a terror in that for being alone. There's a terror in joining it.
Yes.
there's the question of like, this thing can crush me at any time. How long before it runs out of patience? And then it's like, I'm just thinking, because it's like, they've built Carol up to be an individual, but also so small that she has no control of anything around her at the moment. And that is what makes it a brilliant horror series, is that it realistically depicts the fact that in a disaster, I mean, like in a disaster of this level, all you can do is basically survive, but you have little to no control over your environment or the circumstances around you. You just have to deal. And that is a horror story in and of itself, is the loss of control.
So much I want to say.
I know. Well,
so much I want to say.
It asks us all these questions as well. And it does
it asks those questions
in such a good way. It's like a second ago. The first thought, I mean, especially from little Texas boy over here, I want to go grab a freaking shotgun and start trying to fight back, kind of.
Yeah, but what happens when the invading force isn't trying to fight you? Then you're just the asshole.
Yeah.
So, like, please stop.
Yeah.
Please feel bad at a certain point.
It's just looking at you like, Harris, please stop destroying these bodies. Please don't do that. You know? Yeah.
Hey, and I'll pose this question, because the question may or may not be posed later, is what happens when somebody does mess with a hive mind on a global thing, and you really ramp them up emotionally and screw them up for a second or two?
Oh boy.
Yeah. We'll find that out in the next episode, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Right, sorry.
On next week's episode.
I'm super excited.
Trying not to be spoilery.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm super excited.
Don't worry, guys. We'll shotgun the rest of them.
Yeah, Jen says we're going to shotgun the rest of them. I need you to make me shotgun these.
I wanted to last night.
Yeah, I know, and I had other work to do. Yeah, it just doesn't stop. Love you. Yeah.
I don't know in recent memory. Fallout obviously does ask a lot of great questions.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's just more. I don't know if pertinent's the right term to use, but just for the introspection word to pop up there again, like, just I don't know if there's a series that has been able to reach anybody and everybody that watches it as well as Pluribus does. And maybe memory, like maybe The Big Bang Theory or something like that, like a sitcom or something that everybody can kind of just latch onto naturally, is the closest thing I can think of. Breaking Bad's not a show that anybody and everybody that's watching it is going to love from the first episode onwards. Right. Pluribus, I don't think it matters what quadrant you're in, what slice of life you come from, or what. It's just such a, for the word of the day again, introspective show that you're gonna be intrigued no matter what. And I don't think we've had something like that in the zeitgeist for a good.
I'm incredibly intrigued. I'm incredibly intrigued. Like, speaking from the dark room that I'm in, with the sliver of illumination I've been provided, I'm fucking hooked. And normally, like, I can't handle the mental stress of watching that level of dread, but this time I was just drinking it in, being like, whoa, this is so good. It was just so well done. It was just so well done.
Dread with a smile.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the fact that they're not trying to rip her apart. There's collateral damage, but there's not violence.
Yes.
Yeah. And you get more of that later in the show.
Yeah. More collateral damage. Oh yeah. You have to.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where it goes, because I think naturally Carol is going to be like, no, we have to stop this. We have to break everybody out of this. And what happens when you threaten the system?
Oh, you'll find out.
I'm sure. Yeah. So this posits so many incredible questions. So I think,
for sure.
Yeah, I think for me, I would have to do like a really thoughtful analysis of what is the best for me as a person.
Yeah.
At this point, me as an individual organism, what would increase, I would if I had the choice, I would do, because so many people, like millions of people, billions of people, got assimilated without having any say in the matter.
Mhm.
You know, but they are now living this hive mind, hypothetically utopian existence,
Mhm.
and we don't understand why I'm not one of the chosen. You know, why everybody else got raptured and I'm still stuck here. No, I could tell you exactly why, but none of it's appropriate for this channel.
Bring out the milk jug.
Yeah, hey man, got to pay the rent somehow. Speaking of which, I got to make more coffee. Let's get them premium chats going. Let's go. You know,
One thing that I
My
haven't
music wall
seen
painting on
anybody
the wall
really
back there.
discuss.
Oh, my musical's going up in Hemet next week. I think my writing partner and I are going to go drive down to see it. It's a high school production of one of my shows.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
That's
Oh,
fun.
that's cool.
Anyway, the yeah, I would have to strongly like do a strong analysis, but part of me is like, if it's otherwise a solitary existence besides me and the smiling alien,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would almost be like the ending of Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh,
Spoilers for 40-year-old brilliant movie, by the way. Louise Fletcher, big props for like an incredible performance as Nurse Ratched. Turning that in, but part of me is like, you know what? If my options are to sit here alone and freaking out, or to join the hive, I think there's a very reasonable argument for assimilation. You know. Yeah, I think there's a very.
You would ask yourself this. I think anybody that would still be alive on the planet may ask themselves this as well.
Yeah, I think there's a very, very. You know what? If this is life now, where this hive is going on its business around me, and there's nothing for me to do, nothing I can say, very little control I have. There's no art. There's no.
Nothing new gets created, or the hive mind creates new things.
And I'm just sitting there waiting to die. At this point, you know what? Yeah, I think there's a reasonable question. I think it's like, okay, zombies, bite me. Let's see if this is any good. Because at that point, you really have to ask, like, besides mourning the life that you had that is no longer available to you, what do you really have to lose? Yeah. Okay. And I see Harris smiling. All right. Cool. I'm very, very excited for this.
All these questions.
You're gonna like.
Sorry, I'm
about the way
you're like writer and Vince and company. Holy God, you guys have created such an incredible layered onion here, and this is gorgeous. I'm very excited. Ask them to, But why? It's already in the collective consciousness. We all know how brilliant it is.
Yeah, you'd already have the script in your head, because the writers, if he changed.
Just my favorite way about the way you're posing these questions to yourself before you continue the show is perfect. Like, realistically.
For sure.
The specificities of what you're asking are all addressed.
Amazing. But, I'm so fucking hyped. All right.
But like we said earlier, you don't know if they're going to be subverted. You don't know if they're going to come true and come true in like the best way possible.
I know that they have to subvert it. Yes. Real life is infinitely more dull, yet also infinitely more complicated somehow. But for entertaining television, you have to subvert and turn shit on its head. That's just how it is. Yeah.
But not everything.
And I will say that this show would not be Netflix approved, which thank God for that. Fuck the Netflix method now, because I really appreciate the fact that, like, I was like, oh, I'm going to keep doing all this other stuff I got to do while I got the show on. And I was, and no, I turned my phone off, shut my laptop off. I was glued last night. Also because just the visuals, because the visual storytelling is just like
brilliant.
It's porn, dude. It's just so good. It is that. Yeah. That's some spicy catnip right there, man. That is some good shit.
To make New Mexico look that good.
Yeah, right.
I know. I love New Mexico. Santa Fe is my second favorite city in the U.S. But It's a dirty, deserty place, and for it to
Yeah.
look as great as they make it look all the time is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
One thing that I really don't see, you haven't seen yet, so it might be a little spoilery, but it's not a spoiler at all. It's talking about the intro to the show. I don't think anybody's talked really about the intro to the show besides, oh, it's cool, and they don't give you the intro till episode 2. It's a catchy song. Duh, da, na, 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 da, na. I could do the whole thing just off of memory right now. The thing that I don't think anybody, I just haven't seen anybody say. I'm sure other people have noticed, but when you hook up electrodes and music diodes, I don't know the right terminology for that aspect. When you hook up the right electrodes to mushrooms and to a connected mycelium,
it makes music.
you get music.
Yeah.
This is the mushroom making the
your
music.
boy George did a whole show about this.
That he did.
Yeah.
George and Lucas. And this was definitely a part of it.
Wow, that's wild. Cool.
And this is just this one mushroom. You can go to any mushroom, wild, anywhere. As long as it has mycelium rooted into the ground, it is going to make noises like that.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
The show intro is 1000%. The jug is here. The show intro
Let's
is.
not talk about jugs.
Well, now it's even worse. But no, I don't know if Vince Gilligan's trying to hide a message within that intro or not. I have a feeling by the end of the show, there's a message in the intro. I haven't heard anybody say anything. I haven't seen any theories about that or anything. That's just me and my TV theory happening right there. Just from the second
I always skip the intro. I got to watch it now.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
Yeah, no, TV has trained us to question everything and look for to the point now where audiences are so paranoid they thought there was going to be a hidden episode of Stranger Things. That was a phenomenon.
Yeah. That would have been so cool if that happened, though.
I mean, you know, and Netflix, and the thing is that Netflix was doing some stuff that, you know, like some viral marketing and stuff like that, that really made you question it. But they ran into the situation where what the audience came up with as the solution was so much cooler and expansive than what they had actually planned. That there was, and that's the problem, is that they created a monster that they could never live up to. You know?
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So that's what you run the risk of when people keep pulling off these progressively bigger and bigger publicity stunts and other meta things to keep people engaged, you know? So
and that's one of the things where I question if Netflix remotely even took the right approach in that, and if other shows or larger companies take the right approach whenever something like that happens, because it's not the first time someone's like, there's going to be another like bottle episode just hiding somewhere and we're going to get it, you know? And is it the right thing to do to say, or from the executive standpoint, from Ted Sarandos on down, at that point, do you double down and kind of lean into, oh, they think there's going to be another episode? Yeah, we're going to get some flack after the fact, but this is going to make another 10, 15 million people rush to our show to watch it, just to make sure they get it all in before that new episode drops. Or at the same time, you realize everybody that we get to our show is not going to feel fulfilled now. Yeah, we got a lot more eyeballs. Yeah, we got some new subscriptions, but
yeah, the problem is that a lot of this shit is short-sighted and only about the bottom line for this quarter, and then it has to be even bigger, better, faster, deadlier next season.
Yeah, that's a problem in all of corporate America.
Is that
you're starting to hear rumblings that maybe that's trying to change, but we'll see.
God, I hope so, because the problem with the corporate structure right now is that they say that they're allegedly for the benefit of the public, but they're only corporations only exist to build value for shareholders. That's it. Anything else, including the human cost, is just a line item. You know, And so all it is, don't ever let anybody lie to you. The only thing corporations exist for is to build shareholder value. And I consider myself to be a capitalist, but I'm not, so I'm calling out the system, but I'm also like, I recognize it's just acknowledging what it really is. Anybody that's trying to say that we're here for you is bullshit. They're there to build shareholder value. That's the beginning and the end of it.
We're definitely not talking about this on Sunday because Sunday's podcast is definitely going to be titled Warner Brothers Discovery, Skydance, Paramount, whatever the hell it is now. So yes.
God.
Greg's face.
I saw the news this morning.
I'll have to read up on that.
Paramount won. Netflix rescinded their final offer.
That came with that happened probably because of we're going to find out later on that it came from an inappropriate amount of government pressure. I bet you, I guarantee it.
Yeah, it's going to be a big topic. I'm a part of the mind where Netflix didn't get it. The theatrical system's still alive, so that's nice. But also,
but now we have a monopoly that's siloing into that we have a monopoly of multiple major news and media outlets that are siloed, that are so strongly aligned with the government that they're basically an arm's length from state TV, state-run.
Well, exactly. Now we're back to this television programming almost like it was never a good term. Television programming. It's just kind of what it was. Here we are.
But now, I think the problem. Oh my God, there's multiple problems with all this.
I like Warner Mount.
Warner Mount. Yeah. Well, something's getting Warner mounted. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Then it's us. The idea that and this is it's oligarchy. It's oligarchy at this point because now we have one asshole at the top of the mountain who can put his shit out everywhere. I mean, we saw what Rupert Murdoch's impact was with just one cable news network. Yeah. So I mean, agree with it or disagree with it. You can't deny. And so that's not a political statement. That's not a spicy take at all. Acknowledging the impact that Rupert Murdoch has had on American media with one cable news or with one cable outlet. Not going to call it a news outlet. That's my political spicy take. When you pay almost $1 billion for in fines for lying to your audience, you're not a news outlet in my mind anymore. But
were they before anyway?
But like now it's like now I have empirical proof. So,
well, one thing that people just we're in some spicy topics, but at the same time, one thing that is almost refreshing about Pluribus to kind of like rope it all in a circular thing is Pluribus is so simple. Oh God.
Yeah. Grant, I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah.
But
that was distracting. I read that. And
that's a
might have bank farted there just to say.
I saw you beach ball right there with that. It did have its intended effect, sadly.
It worked. It was effective, sadly.
It's all good.
The gist of what I was saying, if I can try to get back there, was thankfully, okay, that's what it was. It's with whether something is news or not nowadays is a very continuous topic. Thankfully, the simplicity of Pluribus lets us know, like, okay, there's no weird kind of ancillary programming or something like that within this world now. So everything you're getting is straight information, which that information can be subverted or not, and that's nice. In real life, hey, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. So acknowledging things, I think, is necessary. And I do like that Pluribus takes the time to acknowledge the small things and runs with them.
This is a very small human story set against a very, very large disaster.
And it feels crazy because the world feels so small with the internet being so large and everything like that sometimes, but it's such a big disaster. It's almost like vice versa in its own way. And it is refreshing in that sense to get something that, okay, this looks scary. It is scary. It looks nice. It is nice. It can simultaneously be both things. That subversion comes later with a lot more context. Which is,
and fear is just, I mean, fear is a natural reaction to is a natural reaction to not having enough information and being presented with a situation or a challenge without having that. That said, there are plenty of things that you can understand fully that are fucking terrifying. But fear of
if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck and bites like a duck, run. You know, like
funny quick story. I went to visit Johnny Ramone's grave at Hollywood Forever, and totally got attacked by a big fucking goose. Yeah, like the geese there, the geese in the
goose.
Hollywood Forever.
Yeah,
they are territorial and they are vicious.
Yeah.
And like 3 of them came rolling up on me, and one actually like got up and started biting me. Like I was like, oh, you guys are being cute, and I thought they would just like rattle their feathers and make a bunch of noise. Nope.
I knew that was going to come up.
Jumping down. I actually had to run. I was like, I'm not going to kick this goose, but I'm really tempted right now, you know?
Yeah.
So, but
when I was
funniest,
swans are like that too.
Yeah. I know damn well that there's maybe a 2% chance, could be up to 5% chance that there's someone bigger than Greg walking around that park. That goose wanted to fight. Yeah. That's all I know.
That goose was like, "Oh, you're big? Great. Fuck you." You know, like this is where I get my strike, you know? And it's like
the goose said, "You're the big man on campus, not for long."
No, I'm going to show you who's boss now. And God, the amount of fuckery.
Just see Greg running with these geese chasing him.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I didn't have to run fast, thankfully. I'll tell you that. But
I would be too.
I'm either gonna get kicked out of here for assaulting an animal, or I'm just gonna have to run away. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can kick a goose in LA without something bad happening to you. There's some kind of.
And let me tell you, people would be like, "You should have just let it chew on you if this was such, you know, like what's your problem, man? You know." Like, it's just doing goose things. What's the problem? It's like, have you ever played Untitled Goose Simulator? Geese are assholes. All right. I've just, you know.
Yeah. I blame Canada.
ABC, always blame Canada.
Steph dropped all the geese down here with her whenever she crossed the border. She brought all the geese with her, and that is her secret way of fighting back.
No, I wasn't necessarily terrorized. It was just like, oh, you're biting me. Oh, this is not great. You know? Yeah. My girlfriend at the time was laughing her ass off. She enjoyed that way too much. You know, they didn't fuck with her at all. No, they were like, "Oh no, you big motherfucker, come here." You know,
you were the threat to the geese there.
Prison yard rules, like for real. It was like, I need to prove my toughness by taking out the biggest asshole in the space right now. You know,
little do you know, it was just a budding youthful goose that was just sent out on its expedition to become a man goose.
Yeah,
and you were a coming of age.
Really going like, done. I have tasted the flesh of man.
The goose is Mulan. A man has been made of him.
Yeah. Oh. Well, you know, that goose got its fucking stripes. You know.
Yeah.
Tibetan lore: grumpy old men reincarnate to Canadian geese. Tibetan lore. It's great.
Yeah. Oh boy. So now the memes are all going to be bird puns now. I can't wait to see the AI memes of me in the Facebook group of me being chased by fucking birds. Yeah, this is great. What did I do?
It's going to start off with being chased by birds, and a few months from now, you're going to be like the bird lord with all the different birds.
Lord, look upon me in dread. Yes.
Yeah, the birds saw the 6'4", 6'5" wingspan, and they said, "Oh, one of us."
Yeah, I know the bird. I know the bird song. Bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. The bird, bird. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, little do you know, every bird is assimilated on the entire planet in Pluribus too.
Mhm.
Well,
just
no,
don't let us know.
birds aren't real.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Right.
Yeah. The anti conspiracy theory. Yeah, birds aren't real.
Hmm.
I love that so much.
Actually, if we want to tie it into Fallout for a minute, birds are just drones in disguise, enclave drones in disguise that are used to spy.
The
on.
Institute too.
Dude, that's what I meant. Yes, the Institute. I got my my science my evil science
Mine.
for a second. Mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Surfing birds, now Greg's theme song is correct.
And the thing is, I did it to myself. Like I have no one to blame but me. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, all of this being said, I think we've hit our hour and a half mark.
Yeah.
Next Friday, if you thought you were giddy for this week, just wait till next.
By next week I'll have finished 10 minutes of episode 2, guys. I promise. You know, like
yes.
Yeah. No, I apologize for not having more of my homework done, but I hope that this was at least entertaining to watch me throw darts blindfolded while you guys know where the bullseyes are. You know,
well, it's great because it's fun being on our
We had
side.
the right questions.
To hear you work through it.
Yeah, it is.
Because you're asking, it's almost like you said, you've written a bunch of things in the past, and you know how the writing process works because you know the right questions to ask.
Yeah,
and the questions you're asking are of the utmost pertinence, and you can't give it away. But like we said, some of those questions are going to be directly answered. Some will be directly subverted. Some will be slightly subverted, and some will just kind of be rug pulled. You'll see.
I'm excited. I'm so excited to go through this. My Sleuth Fest ends on Sunday. I don't have any festivals in March, but I am preparing to bring my show to New York in April. So I'm ridiculously overwhelmed with that, but at least I'm not going to be at the theater every night running shows. So that means I will have more time to finish up the homework, and that's the important thing. So, because I also am like, this is a good meal, guys. This is a good meal. So I'm very, very excited. Although I'm also like, maybe I should drag it out so we actually have to do 9 weeks of analysis here because good content, you know. So because I don't know if I can keep up the pace of shotgunning whole series, you know, just for one episode of the show. So
yeah, I like dividing it. And if we are late to the game on something, I don't dislike let's talk about the pilot and the concept of the show. And then we'll talk about the other 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes, whatever it were, and give ourselves time to finish it, kind of deal.
You're very kind as a way to get around the fact that I couldn't finish the series this week. So yeah.
Well, at the same time, like it actually is. I think the next podcast we have about this will even be better. I think this was a good one just to kind of.
How about this? I commit to getting through episode 5 by Friday. Okay. And then that gets us to the halfway point. And then from there, because then we'll get, you know, the halfway point and be like, okay, where are we at? And then I'll finish the series by the next episode. And then we'll have a whole 3-episode arc of our own. That sound reasonable?
Yeah.
Not to put another show on you, but we are thinking maybe Paradise 6 to 8 weeks from now. So we got a month and a half, 2 months to kind of digest 2 seasons of 8 episodes.
Okay.
But that will probably be next on our docket outside of Pluribus. Because we can mess around with Pluribus a little bit. And if we can figure out Deathclaw and Wackakami, guys, that gives us
I gotta reach out to them, but I think I can get Jared has already said yes. It's just a matter of scheduling. So I'm going to follow up with him. I have to follow up with him because he's supposed to be directing the feature version of 3 Can Keep a Secret. So I got to get on him about that.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I haven't heard you talk about that in a long time. Have you all been
a little busy? Well, we're still in pre-production on it. So like we were originally going to shoot it in January and we just weren't ready. And then now my production schedule at the Hobgoblin is so insane. Normally my entire life is on fire by mid-May, and it's like this entire it's been on fire since mid-January. Like I'm already at capacity in terms of stuff happening. So I'm glad the Sleuth Fest is ending right now, so I have a minute to breathe and I can kind of catch up on laundry. like
Yeah, actually, though.
Yeah.
While you are
Me
talking
too.
Hobgoblin production stuff, and of course Sleuthfest, is there anything that people can go check out live streaming wise or anything right now?
Oh well, actually, you know what? We have if you go to sleuthfestla.com, we do have a number of shows that are happening this weekend that are streaming. Girls on Film is a 30-minute is a 30-minute dark comedy mystery. One dead boss, 3 spurned employees, and a whole bunch of secrets. So it's a dark comedy, and that's live streaming all 3 remaining performances this weekend. Plus the show that I'm producing, the Casebook Collection, is also streaming this weekend. Both remaining performances of that. You feel free to check those out. I also recommend. Oh, I had a thought. I think I can announce this. I don't have a director yet, but for Bard Fest, speaking of Vince Gilligan, I should have tied this in much sooner. But speaking of Bard Fest and Vince Gilligan, Bard Fest is our next mini fest. It's coming up April 23rd to May 3rd. I'm in the middle of negotiating the rights to Breaking Bard, the Shakespeare
That would be
rendition of Breaking Bad. All 6 seasons of Breaking Bad in verse in 60 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow, that'll be hard.
I was going to say, it's getting more intriguing every
But I want to see it.
Yeah. Well, and I'm negotiating the streaming rights with it too. So hopefully we'll be able to stream our production. It's cast of 10. It's an hour long. It is basically the greatest moments in Breaking Bad and the greatest moments in Shakespeare put together. The 7 stages of man speech is now the 7 stages of meth. Yeah. Oh, it's brilliant. It was done at the Hollywood Fringe back in 2015. I saw the initial run, fell in love with it, and I have wanted to either do the show or produce the show or whatever for years.
Has it been in continuous running since?
No, it has not. It had an extension at the Theater Asylum, now the Broadwater, for a couple of months after the initial run, and that was it. It hasn't, to my knowledge, it hasn't been touched since. But I emailed Gus, the writer, and got on the phone with him just the other day, and he's going over my licensing agreement right now. I'm sure I'll get, I'm sure I'll get the thumbs up from him here shortly.
Cool.
And I want to stream it. I hope I can stream it. But I need a director and I need a cast. So I have to pull this shit together real fast while I'm in the middle of doing everything else. So it's about to get wild.
Would that happen during Fringe, or would that be?
No, this is going to be for Bard Fest. So it'll be April. It'll be April 23rd to May. But we're going to do 5 performances. Yeah.
Oh.
At the Hobgoblin.
Well, that's the writers' room came to a Very Die Hard Christmas.
They'll enjoy this.
Will be there as well.
Yeah, you guys will enjoy this.
That's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
Also, we should. I'll talk to you after. We have a script for you to check out whenever you want to check out.
Oh, please send it my way. Like
maybe end of summer. That we actually try to plan shooting something.
Okay, I'm going to be. It sounds like I'm going to be in Scotland for at least a week to a week and a half this year. We're to start laying the foundation to our next business venture. But yeah, we're going to go international producers. That's the plan.
Every time you mention it, I just get more excited for y'all. The process.
It's going to be insane.
Fun to see happen.
I'm super excited for it, but I'm also like, Jesus Christ, if I thought my life was crazy first, now I'm talking about, so, but we're doing Scotland in August, and we're talking about Melbourne and Adelaide in February, March next year, just to start making some business leads down under. So making some connections. Yeah.
Adelaide, Australia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because they have fringes back to back there in February and March. So we'll probably be hopping out there to make some connections and then hop back. But the idea is 2027 we'll start bringing shows professionally to Edinburgh, and then 2028 we'll add Australia into the mix. And then
cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Italy, Italy's got a lot of great festivals. London has a fringe. There's a bunch of different options out there, And I'm also going to start writing a one-man show because everybody in Hollywood has a one-man show. So,
everybody in Hollywood Fringe has a one-man show. That's for sure.
Yeah.
In your
Yeah.
spare time.
This is right up. And it's all about how the audiences and the fan base for Star Wars have been trained to root for the wrong side, and how it makes them open to accepting fascism. Yeah. That's my thesis. So yeah. Why is Darth Vader the most popular character and the most merchandise, the second most merchandised character in the whole thing? Why is it that he gets completely absolved for literal atrocities that he commits because he just threw the Emperor off a fucking balcony at the last second, and then gets a blue ghost redemption, and hand waves away, I don't know, slaughtering children, for starters.
Yeah.
Like there's so much, but the fact that, like, yeah, I don't want to give away the show for free, but if you saw what I shared in the video of the Star Trek versus Star Wars debate that I did,
good basis.
That was the genesis for this.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Like, it's all rooted in that. Like, go back and watch me like just obliterate Star Wars, like the Death Star to Alderaan, and you'll get the thesis of what I'm going for. Yeah. How do I find the time?
There is one prevailing question.
Is the way I find time. No, that's not true. But I drink shitloads of coffee. That's how. And I sleep about 4 hours a night, which is why my eyes are constantly bloodshot and dark rings. Yeah. But I got a lot of living to do.
He's got an IV drip of Red Bull at the ready.
I don't fuck with Red Bull anymore. When I work nights at a hotel, they would sometimes the bartenders would bring the night shift rounds of Red Bull and vodka when they were closing the bar. I had a bad reaction to that one night and never touched it since. I just couldn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was because I was exhausted and hungry. So I was a little drunk, but also hyped, and it just turned my stomach inside out. It was bad. Oh, yeah. So not a great way to do that. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but their own children, not all children. This is why lions eat their young, is all I'm saying.
Also, Anakin did not have a child at that point yet. His wife is pregnant.
This was
and if that's how the pregnancy goes, Anakin with the kids during childhood would not have happened very well.
Yeah. So my show is not a one-man show in the traditional narrative sense. It's really a TED Talk, But yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Someone who has seen multitudes of one-man shows. Yeah. And I'll be honest, excuse my French, I fucking hate one-man shows. I'm so tired of them.
I do too. So I'm with you.
That feels like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Which is needed.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm taking my notes from Brett Moore and his utterly brilliant Batter Up series of shows, which he's bringing back this year, by the way. Spoiler.
Well, that's Batter Up. I have zero interest in baseball. I couldn't care less unless the Astros win, which go Astros just because H-Town, baby. But besides that, I couldn't care less about baseball.
Yeah.
But I go see Brett's show every year that y'all offer it, if I'm in town at least, just because it's so
it's so good. And we're gonna really test the market. We're really gonna test the market because we're gonna bring it. We're gonna try. We want to bring it to Edinburgh next year. So we're gonna see if it's in Europe.
Well, it's hard not to enjoy someone passionately talking about something that they can talk about ad nauseum.
Yes.
You Star Wars, Star Trek, Brett baseball, so on and so forth. Where that's not where the one-man show typically is. Well, there's this one part of me that I really like, and I want to show it off to the world. So I'm going to write 30 to 50 pages all about me.
And it's
going to show off the best parts about me.
Yeah.
Sorry, but like it kills me, and that's talking ad nauseum about something you love versus.
Yeah. No, and if you we'll mention it because Brett will probably stream the show again because he's done it in the past. It's y'all got to tune in and check this out because first off, you're watching a savant at work, like literally the dictionary definition of a savant doing his magic, but then also just the passion is infectious. Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh yeah.
I got to get going. My intern is showing up in 30 minutes at the theater, and I haven't even showered yet, so I got to get moving.
Sarah, real quick, can anybody reach you? Anything coming out this week on Sci-Fi?
I'm going to do a thing on Space Above and Beyond. I started watching it, and let me know if maybe I might do live streams of watching it because it's all on YouTube, the whole show.
Ooh,
We'll see.
there you go.
Y'all let her know.
Awesome.
There's a
Figure out how to
community
do
tab
it.
over there.
Yeah.
So all that being said,
Mhm.
Sunday, like we said, y'all got a little sneak
Mhm.
peek. Sunday's going to be an interesting episode. We're going to be talking all kinds of stuff on Sunday.
Yeah,
Warner
I might,
Brothers,
if I can get
Paramount.
out of bed early enough, I will join for this one because it's just too much.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
going to be a lot. It's going to
Yeah.
be a Discovery. I don't know how the hell Discovery's going to play into everything either. That's a whole different
Right, yeah,
animal on
that's-
top of it all.
Yeah.
That being said, Sunday's going to be wild. Farscape on for Monday.
Yes.
We will not be doing Monday. We'll be doing Tuesday.
Yes,
And that's
Tuesday.
going to end out season 3. So we're going to be done with
Yes.
season 3 of Farscape at that point and moving and grooving on for the final season and into Peacekeeper Wars before we jump on our Battlestar Galactica watch for Patreon
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And besides that, we'll see you Friday next week, and we'll see you again on Wednesday for Stargate this time.
Yep.
And it's gonna be a fun one.
Sounds great.
All right.
Awesome, guys.
Bye.
All right.
Stay cosmic, SciTrekkers.
Chill.
We'll see you in the next video.
Yep. Stay weird and wild in the wasteland.
See y'all. Oh wait, different button. I'm pressing too many buttons. Button time.
Give us a sound effect. Quick sound effect for comedy.
Actually, I can do that real quick. This one.
There we go. Oh, hey, the bomb.
Then I had to choose which one was funny. So here we go.
There we go.
See y'all.